Hello and welcome to session 78. I think we're at. I don't know. That doesn't sound quite right.
What did you say?
I thought we were in the 40s.
Yeah,
last
we're like-
time.
Yeah. My brain is just shattered.
I have started counting our episodes in wingdings and things on my thing.
We're on a number. If you happen to be, watching this on YouTube, you know what the number is better than I do.
This episode's number is just screaming into the void. That is the number
Yeah.
of this episode. Yeah.
And we last left the party having returned to town into the casino after dispatching the skeletal remains of the thing that maybe was trying to end the world.
Is it impolite for you to be consuming the raw flesh of a recent kill in front of a vegan?
It is impolite. And I'm sorry for the impoliteness. On the other hand,
You're
I do
dirty
need
your
sustenance.
No, it's fine.
It only recently stopped screaming.
it did.
Why do you think it stopped?
We ate the neck part that has the vocal cords.
Oh, that's efficiency for you.
So
That's also KFC.
we still have the skull of the thing, correct?
You do still have the skull. Nine does. And
Very
he
upset about it. This fucking skull.
seems to
I
be
offered to take
vibrating to try to communicate. It seems to be trying to say, hey, go,
Right.
kill some more people. And Nine's like, no.
Oh yeah,
And-
the evil skull that eats gods wants us
And,
to go
and then
murder.
Cameron's like, yes. And that's pretty much where we
I'm thinking
ended.
we ought to summon that giant, give the skull to him, and just tell him to dump it in the deepest part of the ocean.
God, no, that's where the crabs are from.
It is where the crabs
Well,
are
they
from.
need their god.
Mm.
We'll just have to fight everything we're already going to fight with crab themes.
You say that like I'm not going to make everything be crab themed anyway.
It was always
Well,
leading
that
to
would be
this.
different from which time?
Exactly. My exact point.
I'm pretty sure we've got crabs every time.
Crab, giant crab, huge giant crab.
Crab with
Swarm-
human
We
hands.
had swarms of crabs.
There was
We've
like
had
a
alien
scorpion
crabs several times.
Made of horses, which was crab adjacent at least.
Mm-hmm.
These
No.
crabs in my blood.
It is likely that there would be lots of arguing between people on this day, and it would probably result in let's go eat the buffet and figure out what we're going to do in the morning, since that seems to happen quite a lot.
Hasn't Nine been destroying the buffet since we got here?
He has been, yes.
And I've been improving it.
Yes. Pimrin has been. Pimrin was somebody just thought that he was one of the employees there. And they've just been giving him everything that he asks for, and he's been making it like edible food.
Perfect.
It's been beautiful.
And so that does approve of this.
Yeah, good.
Never still missing ostrich.
Yeah, you never found your ostrich.
Yeah, I asked for the
Yeah,
ostriches.
apparently ostriches don't exist
Yeah, but
and have never been here.
We
I think we entered into a misunderstanding with the local employees that
Yes.
ostrich is a term for their bosses or something like that as well.
Yes.
The ostriches upstairs were in charge.
So they'll make sure to let you know if any
Yes,
ostriches happen to be
exactly.
in the vicinity.
That's gonna stick for generations.
Get a load of this ostrich. What? Oh, I'm sorry. You have quite a lot to learn about the industry. So that night, several people have interesting dreams. Pimrin, you dream of a very familiar fish who is not very happy. It keeps saying things in a tone that's just like almost too high pitched for you to understand. Like you keep feeling like you're just about getting the gist of what the glorious fish is trying to tell you. But then when you like actually put the pieces together in your head, you realize it's just absolute nothing. It's just babbling chaos. But the fish is the fish tries to leap from you where it was just kind of hovering in glorious air on the bank of the stream. It leaps back into the stream. You realize that your conversation is not yet done, so you cast your line after it. And a great battle ensues between you, which results in the end with the fish dragging you under the sea. You are at a stream, but it drags you under the sea. It was a very powerful battle. And
it's how he'll die. And he'll be smiling.
And you eventually both kind of flop about on a beach, a gravel beach that is really, it's not very lighthouse-ish.
What a great description for a beach.
Yeah.
It was going to be one of my questions, to be fair.
You describe a lot of things
It makes
as not being
perfect
lighthouse.
sense to all of us.
And
Yes, it does.
when you sit up and you spit the seawater out of your lungs,
Yes.
you gaze upon a world far below, sea level, apparently, because that's how the world just is in this dream of yours. Sitting on the beach, you look down upon the world and see that it is disgustingly orderly. It is as though every mountain has been arranged in a careful grid. Every town has been smushed into every other town and village and city and homogenized into a careful, like, termites nest network where everything is just one. And you see all the wee little ant people of this world marching one after the other in a careful line.
I reach up and pluck one of the dirty flowers out of my hair. Oh, we can't have that on our camera.
It disintegrates in your hand.
Into dirt? Sand? Or was it just kind of...
Into water.
Into water, okay.
The great fish looks out at all of it, and it shakes its head in utter disgust, and then looks back at you, and says in perfectly understandable common, "You did this." And then you wake up.
Oh my.
Looks like you saved the world and made it an orderly place where people aren't getting mutated into balloons. How awful.
What have I done?
Salir, you dream that you're trying to sleep. You're lying in
I
bed.
hate when that happens.
Fantastic start.
We call that a fever dream. You dream that you're trying to sleep for like hours. You're tossing and turning on your bed, but you can't get comfortable. It's too hot one moment, it's too cold the next.
Oh God, he's got the VD.
You think maybe I'll go for a walk, but it's just too cold out. You really don't want to leave your bed, but then it's too hot. You really feel like getting up, but you just can't bring yourself to do it. You groan, you roll over. A knock comes at the door.
Is this just what it's like being an alcoholic?
I guess I don't know. Maybe. I guess if that's the case, you need to drink more. This is what it's like being attempting to quit alcoholic.
Is Salir that one guy who we used to turn the scales into gold or gold into scales or whichever around?
Poor guy. He's haunting Salir now.
Oh no.
There's a knock at the door, and your first thought in this dream, Salir, is, "No, go away, I am trying to sleep." You think of saying this out loud, but that seems like it would just be too tiring. You think, as the knocking continues, maybe if I just put my pillow over my head, he'll go away. You put your pillow over your head, and the knocking gets louder. If anything, it sounds like the knocking is happening on the pillow itself. And you finally wake up to hear a knocking in your actual room coming from the floor right underneath your bed.
Oh, good. That can't possibly be.
Oh shit, you just dream of the gnome boys as you usually do. I'm not going to elaborate any further.
Oh.
I like how he went all telltale heart. I don't know who he murdered and put in his room.
9 dreams of horrible things that, you know, a few months ago this might have resulted in quite angst-ridden PTSD. But for some reason, 9, it just feels so much easier to whip out your dream block and just start blasting. And that makes you feel just so much better. Your life is truly now better than it used to be, thanks to the power of Glock.
Violence is my only solution. It works every time. We're
The next-
selling Girl Scout cookies. I don't have enough money. Give me the cookie.
The next morning, what do you all do?
Is the knocking still going on?
Yes.
Good.
I start smearing dirt on everything.
It makes you feel better.
Yeah.
I suppose I should go.
Oshit's room isn't below his, is it?
It is. Hold on.
I could explain the knocking.
No.
Thank goodness.
Is it Morse code for help me? She's got me trapped in here.
It is a very polite knocking.
God. I thought you guys were never good.
Historically, no.
You can hear a rattling coming from inside your backpack or satchel or pouch of belongings, Sawyer. Wherever you would keep
The key.
most of your belongings.
Where are we currently staying, by the way? In
At the casino, I believe. If you would be staying at some other place, certainly you are free to do so.
I'm going to assume that they're not actually in the room beneath here and go fetch the key and open the portal in the floor to see who's.
And which key is this that you're grabbing?
Well, I'm going to assume it's the butler trying to reach me because I don't think there's too much left alive down in the lighthouse area, so we'll open the portal to the mansion.
Alright. Peculiarly, you find a trapdoor under your bed with a lock on it, and your butler key slides into this lock. And if you open the door, you kind of have to push the bed out of the way a bit so the trapdoor can swing upward. But if you do, you'll be looking down into the mudroom of the mansion. The butler is standing on a ladder and is looking up at you. And he says, "Oh, so that's where this comes out. Good morning, master. I trust you slept well."
Right up until the knocking woke me up.
Yes, I'm terribly sorry. It seems you have a visitor who is asking for you.
Who might this visitor be?
Like yourself, a former invader and trespasser, though I don't know exactly what he is to you anymore. I suppose that is for you to decide. Would you like me to send him in?
Sure, why not? Haven't killed anything since yesterday.
Very good, sir.
Could be grabbing one of the rapiers just in case.
Alright. You grab a rapier, and shortly thereafter, a blue sort of squid-like creature covered in eyes rises up through the trapdoor and into the room.
Goody. I haven't seen him in a while.
He is, of course, the creature who instigated the event of you and several dead people traveling through the dream of an orphanage and murdering Wrath again and retrieving a bell. Well, which he claimed belonged to him at the time.
Yeah.
And he kind of bobs in a sort of bow to you. And he says, good night and good afternoon.
Okay.
Do you remember me?
Yes, the last time I saw you by the staircase in the orphanage.
Oh, I had heard quite a lot about the lifespans of mortals, and I was really hoping you wouldn't have died. I'm glad you haven't.
I think I'm the only one left who would recognize.
Oh, so it wasn't very much an unreasonable assumption after all. It seems that fortune is on our side. That treasure of mine that I gave you, have you found it useful?
What treasure? That accursed bell?
Oh yes, that one.
No.
Oh, I'm very sorry to hear that.
No, Antonin rang it once, he disappeared, we haven't seen him since, and
Oh, did you tell him not to?
I'm pretty sure he was told not to, but he was only, like, he came back from wherever, and he saw the bell, rang the bell, disappeared again, and we haven't seen him.
Oh, then he has received the just recompense of his wickedness and curiosity. Both of those things are things that mortals do. I've been told.
But
Wickedness
I
and
don't have the
curiosity.
bell.
Oh, well, that's not good.
Well,
You might want to find
the
it.
group still has the bell. I know where the bell is. I don't have it.
Oh, okay. I don't have the treasure that you retrieved for me. I've traded that several times. He pauses eagerly, as though waiting for you to say something in return.
He doesn't realize how much Slayer drinks, right?
Well, I was wondering if you're not using the dream place that it seems that you've inherited. I was very surprised to hear that was the case. By the way,
Yeah,
But-
we kind of killed Wrath a couple more times.
I'm afraid I don't know anything about that. But I would like to rent the dream place from you. I would like to make it my fortress and base of operations. I am prepared to offer you quite a lot of living creatures who belong to this plane of existence for it. I think they are called livestocks. They are mammals and reptiles and fishes. I have captured them, and I will deliver them unto you in exchange for this rental, if you are willing.
How can this possibly go wrong?
Drowns in squirrels.
Maybe there's ostriches. Do you have ostriches?
I can capture one. Is that a mammal or a fish?
It's a bird.
Oh, yes, I can find birds also. They're quite elusive, but I can.
It's a great big bird. You can't
Oh,
miss it.
that makes things
It's
easier.
taller than a man.
Oh, that makes things harder.
Well, we don't seem to be using it for anything, as long as the butler down there is okay with.
I do think that he will obey you if that is his purpose. So if you command him so, then he will certainly obey you.
Well, he just kind of does his own thing. I think I've only talked to him twice since the first time. I don't give him commands.
I see. Well, I have two things I would like to ask of you. The first is, explicitly give me permission to use the portal, and command your manservant to slaughter anybody who I do not give him permission to be in the facility while I am renting it. Please. I will find you many ostriches in exchange for this. I will abduct them and deliver them to you.
It being my mansion, I'm going to put the exception in there that I can be there if I choose to.
Ooh, that seems like a good idea, yes.
Yes.
I hadn't thought of that.
Yes, well, I don't want you slaughtering me for going into my own house. And you can't slaughter the butler.
Yes, he would be the one doing it. I do not know if it would be possible to command him to... I don't think that is possible.
I don't know if he is capable of slaughtering people. That would be something you'd have to negotiate with him.
Okay.
I don't have any issue with you using him
Oh,
for
okay.
a particular purpose, but I don't know how well suited he is to it.
That is quite agreeable indeed.
I mean, he did seem... He kind of sent body parts someplace to fight some of my people.
He does seem quite powerful, yes.
And he
That is why I asked
well, he
the
didn't-
all of you
he
to
didn't
go
really
in my stead.
succeed very well, though.
Yes, that is because being mortals, you have powers yourselves.
Oh,
You can do the dreaming. Now
I don't dream very much. So, you know, I've had like one
Per-
dream.
perhaps
I
that is
remember it.
because all of your dream is now the dream place. Well, I will draw a contract and we can sign it, and then I will allow you to go on your way, and I will deliver the ostriches post haste.
Okay, but you don't need the belt.
No,
No?
I have no further use of it.
Oh, okay.
I am not attacking mortals anymore.
We're gonna be just walking down the road, traveling,
Except
and all of a
Russians.
sudden a hole's gonna open up.
No,
and
he's
ostriches
abducting
just-
those.
Yeah, exactly.
I noticed you didn't have him not kill us. Just you.
I
That
so
didn't occur to me yet. to be
so
honest
that
with
there
you.
are no further complications between us. I do want to give one piece of information I find interesting. The Lords Neverborn do not seem to care about your soul any longer. It was very valuable and had quite a bounty on it for a long time. And to be perfectly honest, I was considering how I might abduct you, and thereby claim the bounty. But it seemed it would be very impossible for me to do this without being slaughtered.
Actually, you probably just had to ask.
Oh,
We've pretty much gone every place any of y'all people have told us to go, so.
oh, that makes me sad. I could be quite rich now, but that is in the past. I simply wanted to make you aware of this. That you should not be accosted by the Lords Neverborn any further.
So why are you going to open the portal to the Lord's Neverborn?
Because I am going to ascend to become 6 Lord Neverborn, as he has become deceased by borning. That happened sometime previously. It is said. And I am going to become a master of that great council. I am a scion of that tradition, a minor variation on a minor idea, as it were.
Okay, well, while you figured the paperwork out, I'm going to go find breakfast. This is a lot to take in on an empty
Thank
stomach,
you.
so.
I must find the shards of what will become the contract in the great beyond, so it will take some time. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
He descends back down into the mansion.
So I'm going back to bed.
Did
I'm
dreaming-
quite sure this was probably part of the dream too. So.
As you as you leave the mansion behind, you just hear Pimmer in the distance. You're all ants! Ants remains! And you hear the sound of the buffet being flipped over. Just, ah!
The chef has gone berserk. Perfect.
Yeah, I'm going to relock the trapdoor if it's actually
Okay. You can lock the trapdoor.
Question:
Yes,
did training about the gun reload the gun
it did reload the gun.
The gun
Thank
didn't
God.
need to be loaded. It had infinite ammo.
in the dream?
Yeah,
In
the
real
mundane
world,
one does
it
not.
had like 9.
It now has 9 bullets again.
Perfect.
It also seems slightly different shape than it was before.
Were you there with the blue guy?
That's fine. It doesn't do a lot of damage, and I've missed every shot.
I can't remember
I
who
can't
was
either.
part of the party when the blue guy showed
I think only Solaire was part of that party.
Yeah, that was my thinking.
Who was with us when I made the Glock the first time? Because it was some
Oh.
kind of dude from What's the When the before I played
Uh.
that was wandering around with us.
Asha was there.
Yeah, that
Asha
was.
was there?
Oh, Asha was there.
You turn into a mouse. And
I was there at the
Yes.
mansion, yeah. But I didn't know, was he before?
No,
Because
I'm
Wrath was
talking
already
about
done
the
by that point.
orphanage when the blue guy showed up.
Well,
at
that's
the
when they
orphanage.
went to the places.
Yeah, I think she
Yeah.
was there.
He became
Okay.
a pool on the floor and they all jumped in. And
Oh,
went to
that's
the
right.
mansion.
But who was the dude giving us the tour of the dreaming when we killed the spell general?
That was one of Goros's friends.
Yes, that was one of the slots.
Neverborn friends. Yeah, or
Was it a slot or a Neverborn? Because you had both
It was
friends.
a Neverborn.
It was
Okay.
like the not like star sign on thing. Whatever.
Yes, you had a Neverborn scion who never really had much of an identity before Goras died.
Yeah, pretty much.
that was mysteriously made a contract between them that Goras didn't actually realize was a contract.
Right.
He just had a friend.
Exactly. Friends.
So that morning at breakfast,
We all show up at the flipped buffet table, like, what the fuck?
I'm going to tell you that somebody's going to be bringing fish. I don't know if they're alive or dead. You might want to prepare a tank.
Right. Okay.
I've got a lot of fish coming.
Pember just pulls out 2 cooking knives and slides them on. Ready.
perfect.
Oh, I found somebody that knows where the ostriches are.
I find out.
Yes.
You hear ostriches, and then like a clatter of dishware from the kitchen.
If they go back to actually doing their jobs from pretending, just in case. The ostriches might find out.
And at that moment, an ostrich materializes in the middle of all of you. It looks very
That's
confused
Okay.
and a little angry.
Is it wearing a suit and a little hat?
It is not. It is completely naked, aside from the feathers.
That's why it's angry.
That's just indecent.
Am I gonna have to wrestle this ostrich?
Probably.
I don't know. The last time they were very well behaved.
They were eating each other.
The ostrich
They weren't
sees
bothering me.
all the food spilled on the ground and immediately begins eating.
Now's your chance to,
This maze is under your command.
to
I see you.
just gotta loop a piece of rope around it.
It is eating pudding, as ostriches
I
tend.
like that you rolled 4 dice to discern whether or not the ostrich was eating pudding.
Would you prefer I rolled more dice?
I just don't know what any other result would have told
Do you
you.
have like a chart just in your head of food items and 1 to 100?
No. That would be silly.
1 to 99 pudding.
100 pudding.
100 is gravy.
Yes.
Flavored
Sawdust
pudding.
on there somewhere.
Eggs.
Um,
in there.
The blue creature appears in the air beside the ostrich and just kind of slaps it wetly with its appendage.
You can fit so many puddings in this.
This,
That's the guy with the ostrich.
this is a sample of the many ostriches I have abducted for your sake. Are you pleased with this ostrich?
Well, I mean, the other ones had little suits and hats, but
Oh,
we can take care of
you
it.
didn't mention those. I don't.
Well, I thought they just came that way. They're the
Oh.
only ones I've ever seen, but that's okay. We can take care of that.
Why is any of this happening?
You're not used to this by now.
Hello, brave warrior. I am pleased to make your acquaintance.
This one's not
Assume
a
that
man,
he's
by the
partly
way.
responsible for us meeting you, and you can go from there.
Okay,
I don't remember what the hell he was sending us to go do.
I'm gonna assume the ostrich is your fault because you haven't stopped
It
talking
smells
about
like
them.
chaos in here. Oh, hello.
Can you make him lizard armor?
Good day.
Dude, can you give him a tail?
I could. No, I could find
No
armor.
to which, because you wear as many things.
I do not have the power to grant a mortal a tail.
What the hell?
He's not immortal, he's a lizard.
I am not a genie.
That doesn't even make any sense and is still racist.
I can find the tails of lizards and deliver them to you.
Please don't.
Can you graft it on his ass?
No, I am not a doctor.
Why are you so obsessed
Can you
with my ass?
glue it
Why
on
do you
his
have
ass?
tail armor if you don't?
Yes.
To deceive my enemies.
Does it work?
Sometimes.
Does it detach if they get a hold of it?
No, that would leave my butt exposed.
The only reason lizards have tails is so they can drop it and wiggle on the ground.
Pardon me, but are you ready to sign the contract?
I would say no to whatever the hell.
Oh, we have already agreed. It is all but done.
I'm getting a lot of livestock and fish and ostriches for him to use a place that I don't use anyway.
Pardon me for interrupting, but if I may say so, a contract sounds awfully like an ant in a maze kind of move to me.
Oh, would you like ants?
No, I'm good.
Now, he's the one that wants fish.
Oh, yes, very
Yes.
much.
Yeah, if you can arrange for some special fish for him, he'll sign any damn thing. you
Yes,
put in front of him.
I have abducted tens of thousands of fishes.
That's a lot of fish.
Yeah.
Where
I
from?
told you
All
you
from
need
one
to
place?
get a tank.
It's
From
fine.
many worlds, it has been a bit of a hobby of mine, watching them swim through the ether.
Okay, maybe we can line up on a contract thing. Okay, the contract's fine. This guy's obviously great.
That's how I got to have Dimension to start with.
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, cool.
Yeah,
I'll
orphans.
never mind.
He just wants to borrow it.
Yes.
You wish orphans? I can abduct orphans also. Yes.
Sweet.
I don't know
How
about
many?
that one. I'm not gonna go away again now.
Don't.
Well, that's what he did with the fish. He took
That's
the-
true, but we eat fish. We don't eat orphans.
Do the
At least
fish
I
need to
don't.
be
Do
orphans?
you?
That is quite difficult to orchestrate.
That does sound difficult to orchestrate.
The fish have short lifespans,
They-
so most of them are probably orphans anyway.
They don't need to be orphans.
I prefer my orphans to be generally humanoid.
I don't quite know what that means, humanoid.
2 legs, 2 arms, etc.
Oh, like he gestures at the
Person-shaped.
ostrich.
No.
I'm very confused.
Does the ostrich have arms? Wait a minute. Can we back up for a second?
It appears to have wings.
Wings. Okay, fair enough.
So what do you want?
Just
While we're putting together
Behold
wish
a
list
man.
here.
just flexing.
Could be
I-
a dozen.
Yeah, okay, a dozen orphans for this one.
Okay. Particular ones? I know people
want
are
the
often
one-
particular when it
You
comes to
want the ones
orphans.
back that you used to have?
No, they tried
No.
to kill me.
Okay.
Just just pick any. Just get an assortment
Just
pack.
this general assortment of limbs. Just this
Oh,
vague shape.
that makes things
Why
much
are you
easier.
picturing me instead of you. Don't you have the same
It's
setup?
easier to point to you,
Oh,
man.
okay.
Why are you obsessed with ruining children's lives?
I am an orphan wrangler. That's what I inherited. I will fulfill my destiny.
Legally.
Shut up. It's my
Does
dream. Why you gotta stomp on my dream?
does
Because
this
it
one
ruins
want?
everyone else's.
I don't
Some
know.
of
We're
the
trying
things-
to wait to see if he wants something.
Bullets, probably. That's what I would guess.
Bullets.
No, I need.
I don't know
Can I
what
have a
those.
gun?
I don't know what that is.
Show him the gun you have.
I don't have one.
It's a dream thing. You got dream powers?
Oh well, there's lots of dreams. There's like all of the dreams. I don't know all of them.
Well, this asshole stole my gun.
Don't worry about it. It's better in my hands.
I don't.
No, he doesn't want the bell back. We can keep the bell.
Oh
I
yes.
didn't know that was a possibility, but okay.
Right. Well, he doesn't have any use for the bell.
I currently want plate
I may
mail
now.
made out of dragon
Now that I need to
scales.
get orphans.
Hold on. We've been discussing a lot of things for us, but what is
Yes.
it you want from us before we? get
Oh,
too
I
much
already
further?
settled that with
He
him.
just wants to use the mansion that
Oh,
I'm
so
not
you're
using.
just
Just some real estate.
You know the
rental.
dude that showed up and handed me that other key?
right. Okay.
That goes to that house. He just wants to rent the house.
right before the giant meat monster.
Yeah.
That guy.
He just
Yes.
wants to rent the house from me.
I wish it for political maneuvering. I am going to bring the universe to order.
That can't go wrong.
Pulling some dirt from my hair and looking at it like, no.
Well, you could certainly use some damn order around here, but I'm
Yeah,
not
there we
sure
go.
throwing ostriches in here is going to help much.
Oh no, ostriches seem very disorderly.
Yes, exactly.
Yes.
They are not as graceful as fish.
Can I get plate mail made out of dragon scales?
That seems awfully macabre.
I have the scales.
Yes, on your flesh.
No,
That would be like
in the
a
amulet.
human skin armor.
I take one out.
Oh,
I have several thousand of these.
I can abduct a blacksmith.
Not the power to do anything, only the power to abduct. It's great.
Would you like me to deliver you some blacksmiths?
I know where one lives.
Would you like me to abduct an blacksmith?
But they have to be really good blacksmiths.
We were told about the best blacksmith that he made up on the spot last game.
Well, yes, but this,
Who lives on top of a mountain at the
this one
bottom?
can go get blacksmiths
Oh.
from any place. Other worlds, probably different times.
Probably.
Mm.
I've never tried. Probably.
You're not limited to the podunk ones around here. I mean, you can have that one. If you really want that one, I'll have him go get that one.
You know who might be fun to abduct? Speaking of other worlds, remember that witch prince guy we never caught up with?
Oh, this is true.
Yeah, that could be fun.
This is
You could bring him here. You could party at the casino. Hmm, interesting. What were they? They were like what? Hell gnomes or something like that. I bet they were real fun to party with too.
No.
Just add it to the list. You can
Yeah,
bring it
yeah,
into the
yeah.
contract.
You're keeping track, right?
Yes, yes, yes. He's blinking many of his eyes rapidly. I keep the ideas in my eyes. That's why they're called ideas.
No, this has to die now.
Just earlier today, I was thinking, you know, I still have that gun I used to shoot people to make puns. Maybe I should bring it.
They must be punished.
Wow.
That was awesome.
Should we also get like an infinite soul generator thing? So we can take trips with the giant moon?
It is a witch prince and
That
hell gnomes you
sounds
desire.
unethical, I don't know.
Well, it was just musing mostly. But hey, speaking of eyes, we did
Yeah.
just kill something with a lot of eyes. Does this guy look at all familiar to that? And all you related to other things with a lot of eyes?
Perhaps.
Mm.
The eyes are quite profuse in the dreaming.
Well, go
That
ahead
makes
now.
sense, actually.
You might be able to get something like that.
The closer things are to the dreaming, the more eyes they seem to manifest.
You have a thing that can store souls in it?
My stomach, yes.
No, like a portable.
Yeah, my stomach,
Container.
yes.
I don't-
I can ambulate. He turns upside down and kind of like moves off to the side. Behold, I am transportable.
I don't want you.
When it
Yeah,
turns
you
upside
have
down, it
things
covers
to
this
do.
side as well.
I can fetch you the stomach of somebody.
Sure. Can it also suck the soul out of a person?
I can attach the mouth to it, yes.
God.
I like that. You give me that and half a dozen orphans, I'd be good.
If that is what the contractor asks, it will be fulfilled.
You know how you show up to a
Sure, yeah.
store and they're like, the cashier's really worried because you're taking out like a few different things that would combine together. You're asking for orphans and a soul sucking together, like, and nobody's batting an eye here.
That had not occurred to someone.
Just wait a minute.
Cue clip of Walter White telling Jesse not to buy everything at the same store.
I don't know, dragon armor seems pretty good for me.
Okay. I'm sorry we
Should
couldn't
it
get your
be-
tail.
Should it be still alive when you get it?
No.
Oh. That makes things easier.
Well, no, you need the blacksmith to be alive.
Blacksmith should be alive. The armor should not be alive. At all.
Okay.
Well, that would be a cool option though.
No, I'm not
Your armor
wearing.
suddenly come to life.
I don't want to be in a living creature. No, that's.
Most things don't.
You don't want
That's called
9
being
dicks in
eaten.
you.
Oh. Anything else?
No, that's what you should do for me.
So political
yes.
maneuvering.
Yes. That is what I wish.
Oh, you haven't been to this house yet.
No,
There's a
no.
portal in there.
Does it have a pool?
Of sorts.
Yeah, sort of.
Oh, that's nice.
A lot of alcohol.
Oh,
I spent a lot of time drinking. I spent most of my time there drinking with the butler while Ashit and Goras flew around on a miniature
Yes.
magic carpet or some damn piece. I don't know. There's a deer head that talks. There's something else in that room that talks. I don't remember what it was.
I don't remember what it
And then
was.
there's
Something.
a portal to people that were trying to kill us before that he wants to
okay.
reopen.
Yeah, that does not sound safe to have in your house.
No, well that's why we closed it.
No, it requires careful usage to be safe, but thankfully I know how to use it, so it will be perfectly
And
safe.
he's the one that opened the portal so we could get to the mansion.
Right.
Yeah.
But he's not going to use the portal in the house now that he's there.
Oh yes,
No,
but
no,
I will do
think
it
he
very
fully
safely.
intends to turn it back on.
Okay, great.
But those people aren't trying to kill us anymore, so it's okay.
Yes, it will be very safe for all of the mortals.
And he's gonna become one of those people.
Yes, 6 Lord Neverborn has perished, and so there will be a sort of election, and by election I mean lots of covert
Did he have
dealings
a lot
and
of
warfare.
eyes?
I don't
A
think
purple
so.
glowing skull?
No, I do not believe so.
How do you feel about ants and mazes?
I like mazes quite a lot. They are delightful to get lost in.
Nah, I can't do business with this guy. Actually, I'm sorry. It's not going to work out.
Yeah,
Oh.
for all those fish from all those worlds.
Yeah, well, you see, I thought about it a little bit. Like, I want to make the best seafood dish.
Right.
I want to make the best otherworld fish dish.
Well, there's gonna be fish from here too.
Well,
I
it's
mean,
true.
They can
but
all be from here if you want.
part of the fun is catching the
Oh,
fish
okay.
yourself.
You wanna do fishing pole?
Well, it's like this one's pretty good. It's serving pretty well. I don't know. He's tempting. Don't get me wrong. And it'll be great practice.
I'm
when
gonna
you kill
sign the
kinds of
contract
fish.
either way, so if you want something, you may as well just.
You know, the last Lord Neverborn was born
I'm
and he got
against it.
eaten by a skull that I have.
Yes, that sounds right. I'm not surprised in the slightest.
He also tried to make everything very orderly.
Yes, that is what the Lords Neverborn crave every waking moment.
What do you mean waking
That doesn't
moment?
sound like a good thing.
Yes, I am trying to use the vernacular of the mortals. I have learned from devouring some mortals.
He's not mortal. He's a lizard.
That's mortal. I don't know what are you even?
Perhaps
I
I
mean-
should say every extant moment.
If an ostrich is immortal, then like
I think ostriches are mortal. I have never met an immortal or... There must be dream ostriches, but I have never met them.
I have.
But have you ever
Oh.
seen one die?
I have... No?
I can
And
kill
how
this
do you know
one.
if they die or not?
Have you killed all the ostriches?
Dream things are just... Several of his eyes begin blinking rapidly. It makes my head hurt quite a lot when I try to distinguish the difference between those who live in the dreaming and mortals. Dying is not a thing we do.
Do you know why they stopped
Does
wanting
it
to
have
kill
to be
us?
fish? Or,
No,
some
that
crustaceans
is
or something.
completely
that
unknown
does
to
make
me.
it more tempting, yeah.
'Cause it
I mean, if
seems
you're gonna
like
sign it anyways, I'll throw it
I already
in, but-
agreed to this.
they were trying to kill
We're
us so
just
that we
working
didn't
hammering out
become
the details of what
gods.
we get for
Yes,
I
they
guess
seemed
it's
very
your house,
concerned
so
about that for quite a long time.
And I don't
And
use
why
it.
aren't they anymore?
I do not know.
Been hanging
Because
out
we
here
got
for how
closer
long?
to being
I've never been
gods.
there.
My
Just don't trust him.
my first thought was that you had all been killed, but then I found you were not. And by you all I mean... He just wiggles his tentacles at the both of you.
Left in that place with having
Can
it.
you ask
Well,
them
to-
and then
to
come
all
tell
the
us?
stuff.
Right.
No.
Well, you
I
have to
do
open
not
up
wish them to
portals
know
anyway.
that I have spoken to you.
You don't
Who?
have. They don't have to know for you to ask why they're not interested anymore.
But then why would I... Why would I...
Why would you not? Why?
Why would I not? Why
Why?
wouldn't I? His eyes begin twitching even more rapidly.
I think I've proven my point.
It sounded pretty compelling to me.
Don't know what's going on. What the hell is different?
Well,
One of his tentacles shrivels.
I was pretty sure that we needed to kill all of them, and that would include you.
But I am not one.
But you will. be.
Yet.
Yes, but then they won't be me.
Are you sure?
So you're
I think
already.
Sure, I guess we could just kill him later.
So you
That's
haven't been
fine.
born then.
I no.
Okay.
That's not a worry.
I haven't been, but I never
apparently
will be if
when
I
they get
am.
born, then they die.
I mean, I don't remember being born. Do you?
No, I've just always been here.
I do.
Yeah.
I think it is different
Yeah.
for mortals, but I do not
don't
know
worry
how
about
and
these
why.
things because if I can't see you, you're just not there. So.
Right. Yeah. Makes
You
sense.
mammals make shitty babies.
I mean, maybe we're never born. I don't remember it. Do you?
Well, you make his eggs.
Did you like
Fry
one
up
time
for
your egg and
breakfast,
like
yeah.
crawl up that little sand pit?
And scream at the universe.
Yeah.
And,
Oh, it
and
sounds
hope the
adorable.
seagulls didn't get you. Yeah.
No, I was surrounded by other
He's not a
dragonborn.
sea turtle.
I just popped into existence at the age of 4. That's what happened to me.
Oh.
For some reason, that feels relatable.
I
Well-
had a single memory earlier than that.
If you become one of the Lords Neverborn,
Yes.
and they decide they want to kill us,
But they decided not to.
yeah, but if they change their mind,
Why would they do that?
they did already.
So,
Would you also want to kill us?
I don't know. I'm not one.
No,
I mean,
Why would I want to kill you?
Why
They
did
didn't
they
wanna-
want to kill
they
us?
didn't want to
okay,
kill
but
us. They just wanted
understand they've
souls.
wanted to kill us
I-
since we could barely pick up a sword.
I believe they had a legal claim on your souls.
They didn't manage to kill us back then when we were nothings.
Can you get some kind of guarantee that he won't try to kill us in the future?
Yeah,
In the contract.
don't see why not.
I can sign. Yes, I will not try to kill you in the future.
There we
No.
go.
Okay, what if he takes us to the past?
Well, isn't that what you asked us?
If he
You just
takes
asked
us
me
to the
have him
past.
tell you that.
And that'd be our future.
Is that how time
Well,
works?
Yes.
Time is another thing I do not understand.
Yeah, well, there's no more past for us. Past is gone.
That seems very inconvenient.
This whole contract is some kind of monkey paw thing.
Would you like a monkey's paw?
Yes.
I can abduct one.
No, just the paws.
Do you want a bigger cauldron?
They have paws.
Yeah.
This one's heavy
I
enough.
thought
Are
they
there
had
ingredients
hands.
you need?
I think hand is another
Yeah,
name for
sawdust.
paw.
Oh,
Ooh. More sawdust.
I get.
I found it invaluable in negotiating.
Do you mean the drug?
Yes.
Yes, I can provide much of that.
Hi,
Yes.
kitty.
It's like orphans, drugs.
Guys, I think we've got something really valuable on our hands if he's willing to give us this much for it.
It
Well, it's a very
really,
nice house.
it really takes
Yeah,
almost
that's not cool.
no effort from me to abduct things.
You just can't go outside.
What takes you
There's
a lot of
nothing outside. Just you gotta stay
Transforming my vital essence. Becoming different from who I am.
That's
Would
so
you do
relatable.
Eating
House?
people. I would be willing to. I do not think that is a matter of willing. I think I will. Probably.
inside.
What is it you seek for me to become?
I don't know. I just feel like you're answering yes to all these negotiations.
It's really
a little
not
too quickly, I
costing
feel
him
like.
anything.
Yeah, but I feel like we could get so much more out of him.
Well, if you want something else, just ask. He seems to be in
That's
a,
why I asked what's hard for him, just to gauge it, so we can like put it up there and then maybe negotiate down from there. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do not think I can set out to change in that manner unless there is another go.
So it's that kind of hard for you. That
Yes.
Yeah, that's
I do not comprehend what other kind of hard would be. If I wish a thing, why can I not do it? That is my question.
that's pretty impressive. But you can't give him a tail though.
No. Oh, that is what you mean by hard.
I mean, if that would be hard for you.
It would be impossible for me. Is that all? Is that like hard?
That's like hard. Yeah, yeah.
I don't want a tail.
Oh, it was just an example. No, don't worry about it.
No caffeination for the cat.
Please.
No.
No caffeination.
I want to be a cat boy.
Is that how that works?
Must be.
I can abduct a cat boy.
No.
Where do those come from?
I don't know. Do you want one as an orphan?
A cat.
There's a planet with them. I could go there.
I can't
It
wait
was
for
wiped out long ago.
It's gonna be the best monkey's paw of orphans ever for Ashik.
The cat boy's paw.
Technically, people whose parents have died already, but they're all just like older than Ashik.
Ashik
They
needs
weren't
a
orphans
dozen-
like 5 minutes ago.
Ashik needs a dozen gnome hookers, and none of them can be white. They all have to be black, or you can't see the cocaine on them.
Can we put him in a timeout?
That certainly deserves one.
Okay, well, if you just want to write up all these extras in there.
If it's so easy for you to abduct things, can we just like get your services on retainer? Like
Oh yes, quite.
Yeah,
that
whatever,
seems
yeah.
pretty good.
That does seem pretty good. See, I knew you'd like it.
Yeah, he's growing on me. I don't like the whole ants and a maze thing, but
I don't know why you keep
What's
saying
that?
ants.
I don't
What do
think I can solve
mazes
Well,
have to do with ants?
He's not giving us a maze.
no, but he said he likes mazes.
I like that.
He wants to bring order to the universe.
That sounds
No,
good.
I will want to bring
Okay.
order to the universe.
I owned a lot
That's
of
kinda
buildings
same
in
thing.
that other town,
Yeah.
and because it got disorderly, I lost all those buildings.
It became
And
order.
then there was suddenly a meat monster.
Yeah,
So
that
I'm thinking
was,
a little order might have helped that place.
That place, true. That's true. I don't know. I just get this bad feeling about it.
Good for you.
No, we can always kill him later.
That's true. That's a good point. Yeah, that's pretty reassuring actually.
Oh,
Okay.
you can? I was not aware of this.
Well, it was our plan
We
to kill
kill
the others,
everything.
the other lords, anyways. So
Well, I thought we were supposed to kill saints.
I feel like we're just killing everything.
Well, yeah, I mean, we killed everything that we come across except for.
Oh, would you
Can-
like me to abduct saints for you to kill?
Can you reverse abduct people?
No.
You did it with the ostrich.
No, I didn't. I abducted the ostrich and
Two
gave
of
it
you.
to you.
That's reverse abducting.
Oh, I can reverse abduct things.
Yes, that's great. Can you reverse abduct us to where we want to go?
No, you're not there.
So you can only bring things to us.
Yes.
Can you abduct us to the Saints now? Doesn't work that way?
I don't think they asked me to.
Mm.
That is sort
I
of
don't know where
required.
Goraz
You
went.
must be wanted. You are not wanted. By the Saints.
Can you go find Goraz and bring him back here?
I
He
do
was
not
floating
believe.
away with some other dude that we ended up killing.
I
later.
believe he is dead.
He's a horse.
He's also beyond this dimension. I think that might be too much.
As far as I could find, he is dead.
Yeah. Do you know where Antonin went?
No, as far as I can find, he is also dead.
Certain right, you should have stayed with us. No, that's not necessarily safe either. Probably just not a good idea for people to know me.
Mm.
Yeah, I mean, if you could just go be a hermit somewhere for the rest of eternity.
Leo,
Just drink
suppose
yourself to death in a
I
closet
can't-
somewhere.
I can't stop this deal anyways, so I've got your services on retainer and that works for me.
Excellent.
So we probably ought to, like, can you build like a pen and a tank to hold the fish and all the livestock?
Well, if he's on retainer, then I can just like ask for a
Well-
different fish every night and be like,
Well, you know, but my concern is he said he had a whole lot of these things, and if he
Yes.
just drops them in the middle of the road in front of a casino,
Teeming
we're gonna
millions.
spend the rest of our day chasing after the damn thing.
right, that's true. So, can you hold on to them for longer? Is that possible?
Oh yes, I have held on to them for what you call quite a really long time. Wow, that is a large number of years.
Okay, that makes sense, yeah.
Okay.
Well,
I've been abducting them as we speak. I really don't stop abducting
that's
fish.
more impressive than I thought, actually. That's
He's a better
No,
fisher
we
than
need
you.
mounts, so we don't have to
Oh.
keep renting.
Can you abduct my boar, Gory?
Yes.
That would be useful. I left him behind like several times ago.
There's sudden squealing in the room as Gory appears,
Gory!
like 3 feet above the ground, and crashes into
So you know,
a
Yeah.
very
Morning
perplexed
hours.
pair of people who were trying to ignore the ostrich and
Something
eating
cool.
their pudding.
Yeah, lead him to the pudding.
He chomps very happily at it. He recognizes your scent.
Yeah.
He seems very wild. It's difficult
I'm sure
to
there's, you know,
tell what he's been up to,
information
but he seems to have been up to his own devices.
I approve.
Ooh, with multiple legs.
Is there a race of domesticated lizards that you can ride?
I don't know what several of those words mean when put together.
Lizard mounts.
Yeah, but when you say a race and domesticated, I become very confused.
Do you know the place where people ride lizards, like we
Yes.
ride horses?
Like you ride horses. In what way?
Like with a saddle.
Oh, yes, saddled lizards. I assume you also require them to be roughly the size of an horse.
Yes, like Gory but looks like him.
But Gory is not a horse.
I just want it to look more like him.
Why?
With a tail.
Just to upset you.
It wouldn't upset me. I'm not a lizard.
Aren't you?
I'm pretty sure that dragon said you were a lizard.
I thought we
No.
went over that lizards have tails, though. Didn't we?
The
Didn't-
dragon
but didn't the
specifically
dragon
said
say
I
he
wasn't
was-
a lizard.
I can't remember, actually.
We were speaking dragon.
I don't know. He was like
Yes,
some
I want a
sort-
lizard
yeah,
horse.
but we all had the
Oh,
you know,
okay.
things
Yeah.
that we could understand.
A lizard
I
horse.
I speak dragon now, by the way. Or I hear it at least. Yeah.
A lizard horse appears in the middle of the dining room.
Awesome.
It's very large, and it's like a small Tyrannosaurus Rex, kind of.
Well, there we go.
The dragon didn't know what lizard people were or lizards, and when I explained it, he was specifically like, "Oh yeah, no, not us."
It seems to have a saddle meant to accommodate something with many more legs than you have.
It's called gaslighted night.
He's too drunk to gaslight.
This lizard does not seem very aggressive, though. He seems very calm and happy to just kind of stand there.
I'm pretty
I shall
sure that
befriend
he
it.
said that he was inferior.
I mean, he's not a dragon, so like,
Yeah, so he's a lizard.
I feel like that goes without saying. Yeah.
No,
I don't know if he's a lizard though.
No, he's
He
not.
doesn't have a tail.
If
Where
he's
does he
not a
have?
dragon.
He's pretending to be a lizard with that tail.
Is there anything else you wish before you sign the contract? a scroll kind of drizzles down
Any
from one of his
identification?
tentacles.
I mean, if you just have him services on retainer and we can just call on him when we
This
need
is
him, then like we
Okay.
can just get the.
Can
I can give you a bell you can ring to summon me.
Where are my
Well, let's
orphans?
not get those mixed up, but I like that idea.
Where are my other thing?
Well, we already have a bell for summoning the giant.
Can I
We have a
read
bell
the
that sends
contract?
people away.
That's a very good question.
I don't know, Canyon, you got a fancy education.
If somebody,
Can you read Primordial?
Can you read?
I can read several things. No. Draconic, Infernal, and Abyssal.
It is written in Primordial.
Damn.
if somebody phonetically reads it out loud, can we understand it with our earworms?
Yes.
It would have to be written in
Actually,
language you understand.
I think I can't remember whether it whispers to you the things that you look at also.
Oh.
I cannot remember whether that was a thing. I'm gonna say probably not. That's probably a more
I don't
expensive
remember
one.
it being a thing.
I don't.
Yeah, we didn't get one with like features. We just got the basic one. You get a gate.
Yeah, we got earworms, not eyeworms. So
I would have gone for eye worms.
it does sound a whole quarter.
They do be encroaching on the optic nerve though.
That's why you have two eyes.
Biopunk.
Wait, will you sign the contract?
Well, yeah, you haven't given it to me yet.
He's dangling a scroll from one of his tentacles and just kind of
that's the
gesturing it in your
contract.
direction.
Oh.
Yes, this is that.
You have a pen.
I will abduct a pen. I have abducted a pen.
Oh, good.
I think I remember Primordial being like the sounds of crackling fire and whooshing wind. And
Yes.
Stuff, so I'm imagining that trying to whoosh, whoosh,
Yeah.
whoosh.
Swoosh, swoosh.
It's a very elegant language.
Some of it is just on fire.
It's just
Well, so there's gonna
Vocal
sign the
cursive.
contract there,
you're making a lot of swishity swooshity sounds. And you're able to it's thankfully written in the common script. You know, apparently that's been, preserved since time immemorial. And
so. Slater's not reading it, so he's decided where
those
to
who
go.
have the worms in their ears are able to make out kind of like broken translation of lots of extremely detailed, almost fractalized legal language. That's it. Like it seems to suck you in, or you think it would if you were hearing the proper translation. As it stands, it is remarkably easy to follow, and details like the ways that this creature is going to be allowed to use every single room and feature of the orphanage. Most of which is very mundane and meaningless to you.
I thought you wanted to use the mansion, not the orphanage. I don't have the rights to the orphanage. That's Ashley's.
Yeah, he refers to it as the dream of an orphanage.
Ah, okay.
And it all culminates in his legal right to use the portal for any means he sees fit, and to take himself and any other number of beings, ideas, concepts, and imaginings through it any number of times for as long as he wishes.
Sure, sounds good.
There is also a hastily written bit at the end saying that he will abduct anything that is within his power to abduct for you if you ring the bell.
Okay.
Did you leave a clause in there that says we can go use the pool when we want to?
Now, can you add that in?
Is it too late?
All things which you desire to do with your property, you still may do.
Oh,
that's
okay.
convenient.
Well, there we go. But just, I'll give you advance notice that we're coming. That way you can clear your whatever's out.
Oh, I appreciate. May I repaint the walls?
No, I draw the line there.
Why does that sound like in blood?
I don't recall even if the walls were painted, so.
They're
I don't really
already
care.
in blood. He just wants to put up nicer walls.
Yeah, that's probably why.
Yeah, feel free to redecorate as you see.
Oh,
fit
thank you.
there.
I will coat the walls in fishies.
And the butler down there, he'll help you whatever it is you need.
Yes, I will make good use of this butler.
Well, that's good.
Do you sign the contract?
Absolutely.
You sign the contract, and in the moment you do, he vanishes.
I was expecting nothing less.
A bell drops to the ground where he was floating. It seems to be made of lead and just has like a little carving of him on the side of it, holding a little bell that he's waving.
Well, that'll make it easy to tell it apart from
That
the other
that
bells.
is convenient.
I mean, I'd hate to want to ring that bell and, you know, end up ringing the one that sends you wherever the hell it was Antonym.
Yeah.
You would probably like Antonym.
Well, that's
He
good.
didn't spend much time around. He was forever not with us for some reason or another.
He sure seemed to be having a lot of adventures.
I mean, I admire the bravery to call out the bluff on the bell, even though it turned out not to be a bluff.
I'm not even sure he thought of it that way. I mean, he, honest to God, wasn't in the room long enough to have very many thoughts.
So I
Like,
thought
oh,
it said
here's a bell.
did.
What does this do? Ring?
It whisks you to another dimension if you ring it. Oh.
Oh, sweet! I freaking love other dimensions.
Unrelated, I want you to know that from this angle, this cup says Berlin Arms,
That
Arm
checks out.
House, and coffee.
So
It is the
words of
final
wisdom from
coffee.
mine.
Yes. This is more primordial.
Arm House and coffee.
It sounds like
If
something.
you want to show your friends in the kitchen what an ostrich actually looks like,
Oh.
that way they'll know him
Oh,
when
they
they
already
see
know
him.
what an ostrich is. We've been talking about it this whole time. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't know if they might want to see one.
I mean, they
Your
say it weirdly.
Lizard
but
mount delicately and politely tries to bite the head off the ostrich.
Do not do that.
does the
He looks at you
ostrich
very sadly.
No.
bury its head in the toilet?
It
Yeah.
does, yes.
Now mine's doing it.
The lizard looks at you with very sad
I mean,
eyes.
if you want some ostrich, I can have
Where are my
the
orphans?
kitchen make you some ostrich.
The orphans
That's
have
fine.
not been abducted yet.
We have
It
plenty
seems-
of ostriches.
Ah, yes. Tell the kitchen staff it's time to cook and eat the ostriches.
We will rise up.
We have nothing to lose but our chains.
Yes. Eat the rich.
Let's see, we've now fixed our food problem forever.
We had a food problem?
Times, I mean,
I could only get fish from local rivers and stuff and cook them. Now I can get them from anywhere. So,
yes. All
That'd
of
be
the world's oceans belong to you now.
and other worlds.
And other worlds, yes. I'm not sure how much of a delay there is.
Yeah, maybe we should test that at some point.
You're so wishy-washy. You
I
hate
see.
the other world and then you like them.
Yeah. I mean, he only just left, so.
So here, I'll give you the bell.
Alright.
Yeah.
Yes! You're now holding like the top of his head.
Hello. I'm sorry. Here, I'll let you go there.
What can I abduct for you?
A fish, please. Just something
A
exotic.
tuna thumps onto the ground immediately.
You just let me finish.
Oh.
I will cook that. I won't let it go to waste. But something exotic from another world, please.
Oh.
How much of a delay does that add? Like any kind of.
A really, really, really small whale thumps onto the ground.
You know, I've never cooked that before. That's interesting. Thank you.
It makes a mooing sound. A really high-pitched mooing sound.
Now that's extra interesting.
Is he even phased by not
See, if
being
you
in water?
get a couple
It
more,
does
then
not
you
seem
can
to be.
breed them here.
Or we could just have him abduct more.
Well, yeah, but you could just introduce them out into it.
Let's
So
not.
That would be interesting.
They're an invasive
I
species
believe this
and
thing
just
breathes
kill everything.
ammonia. If you have ammonia seas, which I don't think you do, then perhaps you could breed
Pee,
them.
pee in a
I
bucket.
don't know what that is, but I don't think our seas have that.
It looks fine. Is it breathing ammonia now?
There must be a lot of ammonia here. Perhaps I am wrong about what ammonia is.
I mean, it's off there, kind of flopped around in the pudding. Is that ammonia?
Perhaps. I suppose I am learning many things today.
Well, there you go.
Oh, I'm gonna take these off the kitchen with a whale and a tuna.
Bring the ostrich.
Oh yes, of course.
Yep.
This will be an interesting turducken. Let's go.
Oh no!
Bring her lizard.
Oh, there's a lizard's for riding it.
A wound
It doesn't
ostrich.
need its tail.
Just like you didn't need yours.
Never had one.
I don't believe
You slam open the kitchen door, and everybody just stops.
Boys,
Yes?
we cook an ostrich.
What? Is it time?
Oh yeah, it's time I leave the ostrich through the door.
They completely ignore the bird that you have brought in.
I'll-
They begin assembling a peculiar array of kitchen implements,
Oh,
which they
God.
seem to be wearing like armor.
I will let them do their thing as I always have. While
Yeah.
I do my own thing.
All right.
He cooks 2 fish.
This is how Solaire takes over the casino.
We got our time.
With
I'm
your
disappointed that my orphans didn't take it over.
Yeah.
Oh, I should have gotten them something. No, we'll just ring the bell and get them something.
That's true.
you're able to like almost instinctually like butcher and prepare the 2 fishes. The ostrich is just kind of standing there. And have you ever like butchered a bird before?
No, I was gonna leave that to the other ships.
It's
Gotcha.
alive and very angry.
It seems very perplexed at all the activity happening around it and begins just like pecking at the other
Oh,
chefs.
You dirty my knives with foul. Only fish.
The ostrich just wanders, just kind of wanders away
Close enough.
out the kitchen door and back into the casino.
Man, this place could really use some order.
Not fucking
If
hell.
you want to be in charge of security, that's fine.
The kitchen staff all disappear through the like the servants' side passage.
I guess
And-
they're gonna do the cooking later. That's fine. I must need more ingredients.
Then the kitchen is now empty aside from you and your stuff. Back outside,
I'm supposed to be doing
the creature turns to Asha and says, "I have been seeking very choice orphans to abduct. It is difficult. It is difficult finding ones that are, as you say, humanoid.
Why? They're everywhere.
There are very few that fit your description.
Are there?
I'm sure the city is full of
A
them.
child falls from the air and thuds onto the ground. He bears a striking resemblance to Solaire.
It's in the same basic limb arrangement.
Yes. Can you not see? The limb arrangement is very
Is this
basically
yours?
similar.
Could be. I don't know. Depends on where he got her from.
The child's
Wait, what does that imply? It's an orphan though, and Solier's still alive.
It literally can't be his progeny, but a distant cousin, maybe.
Does he understand the concept of orphaning?
That's a good point too, actually.
I mean, he's not even born.
Yeah.
He doesn't have parents.
I am trying very hard to find another, but it's quite difficult.
This is just yours from the future. Next, he's gonna abduct
This
literally
was
you
just-
from the past.
This is just Solaire from the past.
You can be a little bit looser with the physical description.
In what direction? You're confusing me quite a lot.
Arms, legs, head.
So those can be different,
Just,
but the rest cannot.
just let him do nothing and leave the children alone.
Reset the search filters. Reset. Too far gone.
Free this
Minus
poor
beard.
child.
Do you want me to put this one over with mine?
No,
Take it
I'll
one,
keep
take
this
care.
one. It's,
The child-
If he comes back with more, he comes back with more.
Child doesn't seem particularly perturbed.
I'm your mother now.
Okay. My wish has been granted.
That was his wish.
No, he doesn't
So
elaborate.
sorry.
And I
Should we give him a weapon?
am still searching for a suitable suit of armor to murder. It is very difficult.
I have scales which can be made into the armor.
But why then do you want me to give you one if you have it?
Because it's not assembled.
What you, he wanted the blacksmith.
This guy doesn't
didn't he?
understand making things, he just understands taking.
That's what
Also, I am searching for a blacksmith. There are quite a lot, and I feel as though you want not just an random one, but it is very difficult for me to think of which one would be best suited for putting you inside a dead suit of armor made of dragon scales. It seems to me this is not a thing that many blacksmiths can easily do.
I mean, they're used to working with metal, not scales.
Exactly.
Yeah. You need a scale smith.
They know how to make scale mail out of metal. You just do the same thing, but with dragon.
With a dragon.
But if you heat up dragon scales, do they like do different things like metal does?
No.
I don't know if that'll work then. 'Cause
I
those
would
are-
return, he says, and vanishes. You hear the sounds of screaming and chaos coming from the walls.
I'm gonna make ourselves scarce for a few hours while the mutiny takes place.
See, Butler is just kind of like running out of corridors, kicking over tables, and kind of like kneeling behind them, pointing wands at a doorway. Please, everybody, return to your rooms. Everything is slight technical difficulties. We seem to have a vermin problem that needs some slight eradication.
This is all the perfect music to
Yes.
sing in as he cooks.
Dinner will be served on time, one way or another.
Can't guarantee it'll be edible though. Or not poisonous, or we'll see.
Can
Yes.
dragonborn eat people?
I think so.
Lizards can.
I mean, people can eat people.
Where did your kitchen staff go?
They were preparing the ostrich.
No.
The ostrich is currently standing right next to Soler.
They needed to get ingredients, I'm sure, something like that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I just told them it's time to cook the ostrich, and they were very excited.
Well, I'm sure they were.
I've been telling them about ostriches for ever since we got here.
Well, I mean, they were very exciting last time they were here.
Yeah, it's always they always had this air of mystery around it. Like whenever I brought out ostrich, like oh yeah, ostrich, right? Yeah, fair. It's very exciting for them, I'm sure.
But it was an exciting day.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, I don't know where the ostriches went. We gotta get a little outfit for this one.
Are you gonna eat it?
The lizard is once more slowly like inching its head towards the ostrich's head, this time from behind.
You take that thing outside and go feed it.
Aren't we outside?
You're inside the casino at the
I thought
moment,
we were
in the dining hall.
Does it have reins?
It doesn't. There's like a complicated set of like pulleys and levers that seem to be intended to be manipulated by like 16 feet.
You said nip.
I did.
They're
They're to be
intended to be
manipulated.
You gotta control it with your nipples.
They're intended for a cow race. They use the udders to pilot the lizards.
You said they had many limbs, so it's like spider cows
Perhaps.
that nipple control the lizards.
we need to abduct one of these things.
And there's a drawing for you.
All right.
I need you to fill out the stat block
Yeah,
with
no,
and
no.
without mount.
Next one of us to die, we need to make one of those characters. Go back for the mount that got stolen. Yeah.
Once a day I can milk.
That's just being a druid.
Didn't we have plans for today? I mean,
No.
we kind of get it early this morning.
Yeah. Date's
no,
not over yet.
I started smearing dirt on things first thing in the morning.
Why?
Cause it was too much order. It was too clean.
Order is a good thing.
But isn't the kitchen supposed to be clean?
Looking at my hair, just dripping dirt, growing plants out of it.
A crayfish like falls from behind his ear.
Besides flavor, you know.
Oh,
It's-
okay.
Yeah,
Well, I don't know.
makes it more exciting.
I only ever cooked one thing, and Goras got addicted to it. So it's probably not a good idea.
Are we going to stay in here forever? Asks the orphan. It seems like they're doing a revolution.
Where?
All around us.
No, this is.
Can't you hear the people sing? They're singing very violently.
Yeah, that's our cooking song. We can sing since I got it.
Oh,
It's not the music you hear, is it?
I do hear music from the walls, yes.
I mean, that sounds fun.
It does sound fun.
Wait
Yeah.
a minute.
Dinner's served, by the way.
What kind of music
It's
do
still
you
not
hear?
breakfast, dude.
Oh well.
Revolutionary
Still
chanting.
Okay. So
The
not-
orphan then immediately plasters his face in the fish.
Yeah, it
He's
was
making
you
kind
know,
of
That's probably the way I was gonna
sounds.
test it before we start eating it.
Well, this is true.
I didn't think about this. How do you feel?
It tastes like lamp oil, but I feel good.
Okay, well that's a good sign, I
Oh,
guess.
there we go.
I'm gonna eat the tuna.
The tuna tastes like tuna. It's
Well,
extremely
I'm
good
this
tuna.
revolution, because that sounds like more fun than staying
I'm
here.
with you. Now I made my meal.
It's a little early in the morning for gambling.
Yeah.
I mean, we were going to head to that town with the blacksmiths, but
Oh, we did have something to do today.
Like 4 cooks rush out of the door that all the butlers are pointing wands at. They're all wielding like kitchen knives,
Just holding my kitchen knife like, yeah.
and they scream loudly as they throw themselves at the tables behind which the butlers are taking cover as bolts of magic whiz past them.
Didn't we just save this place from
That
being
was like
destroyed?
our cue. There.
Yes.
Well, yes.
and then we spent another night here.
The,
We're not here
the
for
chefs
24
perform an
hours before
acrobatic
we start
maneuver which
anyway.
involves throwing the smallest of their number over the tables, and he flies directly like into a mass of butlers swinging 2 kitchen knives at once, and it's quite barbaric.
This is the direct result of our
The
interactions.
kitchen
It wouldn't
people
happen
are
if we
fighting with the butlers.
I
Yes.
can't imagine how this is our fault.
Oh, this
The
is
butlers
not
don't seem to be doing a good job of fighting back.
I mean, I don't know.
We need to straighten this out.
Yeah, like those are my guys. Over there.
This could interrupt, operations here.
Right.
Eat the
They
ostriches
won't get blown up if
screams.
The ostrich are like, keep doing this.
It screams that cook. He gives
That's what
he gives
I-
Pimran a really big grin.
That's your job.
Yes. He continues murdering the butler.
Okay, you can't kill the butlers.
Already did. He runs.
But how are we gonna run the casino without the butlers?
Didn't the ostriches run the casino?
It is our casino now. Then he dies as a bolt of magic hits him in the forehead.
Clearly, that's not working right. Because that means that if the butlers are all missing, then we're gonna take the kitchen staff out of the kitchen.
And can't we just have
And make
the
them
guy
into butlers.
abduct butlers from somewhere?
Well, that's not the point. The kitchen staff is running wild. These are your people.
Yeah. Well, they're trying to cook the ostrich.
Your
Obviously.
ostrich meanders over to the dead butlers and begins delicately picking at them.
Obviously, the butler's trying to stop them for some reason. When I very clearly told them it was time to cook the ostrich.
I'm gonna take one of the butlers' magic wands.
You take his wand. It seems to be of moderately fine quality.
Are they just using this as a casting focus, or can I shoot people?
It is a
I'm not flush with ranged attacks.
yeah. It's a
You have a gun.
With 9 bullets.
8.
It's a wand of force
Yeah.
bolt. It's like magic missile, but it doesn't like home in on stuff, and the blasts are bigger.
How much damage does it
I
do?
guess Jim's magic missile.
They're d8s.
So it shoots
I guess
3
I'm gonna
d8s
go
or
first
what?
Yeah.
and see what
It
the
shoots
hell's going
3
on
d8s.
there.
Makes
Can you
sense.
do that?
I guess I'll get to cook in the oven. Well, no, that's not a fish. I cook the ostrich.
Oh no, that's their job.
Yeah,
That's your people's job. Alright, I gotta go find you the.
One of you is writing on something more permanent than the other.
Yeah. I have to go find the person running this place because it's freaking
What does it
chaos.
use for its attack? Just whatever my magic attack
He
is?
uses intelligence. Maybe that's why the butlers were doing such a poor job hitting things with it.
Do I get proficiency?
You're like at -5 on that attack roll.
I have 10 intelligence. I'm one of the
I
smartest
don't-
people in the party.
I don't think you have proficiency with that.
That makes sense.
Even then.
I
I got 12, so bite me.
That's really, really low for a rogue.
What, intelligence? What the hell do they need intelligence for?
Finding traps.
Or I could just trigger him and dodge him.
Yeah! 10-foot pole.
I cartwheel
In
through the
all
hole.
of this time, has Slayer ever looked for a trap?
No. But
No.
when has he set a trap?
There are not many butlers left at this point.
I gotta
The
go
kitchen
find
staff are fleeing the scene. What remains
I'm
of
going
them?
to go find whoever runs this place and,
You hear a crash from upstairs and then a thud, like outside the window.
Defenestrated.
It appears as though somebody has dropped a safe out the window.
Oh.
You then hear like a rattling, whizzing sound. Yeah. And like a dude is lowering himself down with some sort of mechanism from a top floor and just kind of drops beside the safe. Then he picks up the safe, puts it over his head, and just starts walking relatively slowly away.
He's stealing the casino's money.
He looks like
Yeah,
he's.
good for him.
He seems to be rather well dressed. You
Yeah,
can't tell whether he's a
I
guest
mean,
or
I've
something
got some
else.
of their damn tokens that
I mean,
I
yeah,
need to
but
redeem for money. He's taking the money.
We can summon anything in the universe now. What do we need money for?
Because he got my money.
Well, you know, I thought that was good for him, but I guess if you want to go take it back, that's not my business.
Oh, you steal it.
You steal all the time.
Hell, have you ever seen me steal?
Property?
From whom?
Everybody.
They consent to this.
It doesn't count
At
as stealing
knife
if you're not
point.
picking it up and carrying it away.
That's fair.
And it's just squatting.
This is our country
I
now.
don't
We're
know-
going to
I don't
squat
ask
in
much
it.
of those people. They just occasionally give me free food or, you know.
You asked for all of their money on several occasions and all of their supplies they use to make money.
Well,
They
that's
coulda
because
said
we needed
no.
them.
No, we didn't.
I'm pretty sure we did.
We've never needed any of that.
Imagine last time we
I'm
needed
not
money.
wealthy like you.
Right, we needed money for a ticket home. We could have just rang the bell, money please, and they were.
Well, yes, that would have made
Oh,
sense.
I wonder. Do I still have the bell or does Slayer have it?
I didn't take it back.
The bell would have dropped from where the thing disappeared, so probably at your feet.
All right, then I'll ring it again.
Yes.
Can you,
Goodness, you are a needy bunch.
Well, this is why
You're
we got
needy
you on
little
retainer,
bitch.
you see. Yeah, can we get that safe over there back, please?
Yes,
And
I
the
will.
contents,
I
of
will
course.
abduct it.
Yes.
That is a strong morsel. Goodness.
Yeah.
The safe appears in the air and crashes down. Like it doesn't break through the floor, but it breaks the floor a little bit.
It doesn't land on the orphan.
It does not.
I mean, you got the money to fix it now.
Well, now I just gotta figure out how to open the safe.
Right.
So I'm probably still gonna need that guy.
Can you just? Oh, here's the bell. Oh wait, no, I'm holding onto his head. Still.
Yes.
Here's
Can,
the-
can you
here's the
bring me
bell.
the guy that was carrying the safe?
I can abduct him. Yes.
Thank you.
Oh, he is resisting. Not for long. Hold up. There we
Can
go.
you just abduct the contents of the safe to the outside of the safe?
No, and I don't know why.
Interesting.
It seems like something I should be able to do. But here's the man.
Well,
And he
that's
drops
cool.
the guy above the safe. He falls, and there's an audible crack as he his back hits the top of the safe, and he just kind of screams a little bit.
Where were you going to safe? It's not your safe.
It is my safe.
Not anymore.
You just.
I'll pay you anything. Just please spare my life.
I
Oh,
didn't
I
say I
don't
was
wanna
gonna
play.
kill you.
Oh, my back. I think you
Actually,
broke
can-
it like
can you
3
fix him?
times.
Can you abduct his pain away? Does that work?
No, I cannot. I have tried many times.
Just like
I tried.
like a little
What's the
shrinking
minimum
ants.
it'll take to
Yeah,
fix
I'm
him?
still grabbing him.
You
Yeah, by
don't
the
know.
hair.
You're not a doctor.
By the eyes.
He
He
looks a
opened
little
the safe.
mangled. Yes, I'll open the safe. Just please don't kill me.
Okay.
Give
So
him a-
who's in charge here? Because shit's gone to hell in this casino.
That will be the shareholders.
Yeah, we ordered an ostrich.
Well,
I'm definitely not in charge. I don't have any authority here, really. I just, signed the checks. But what does that mean?
It doesn't-
Okay, so
it
you're in
doesn't
charge.
look like
All
any
right.
authority here, yeah.
Money, 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 money. He says as he frantically fiddles with the very fancy dial mechanism on the safe.
So he's not paralyzed.
Only from
Underneath,
down.
the arms, he definitely seems to be. He's kind of doing one of these.
I cure wounds him for 6.
Okay,
I cast
6
Cure
vertebrae
Scarring.
pop back into place. He screams again. Money, money. He weeps.
Easier would have just killed him.
Then this catches the attention of half a dozen nearby cooks, and they all swivel in your guys' direction.
These are your problem.
Well. Looks like you've got yourself an ostrich.
Yeah, right here by Slayer.
They look past the actual ostrich and at the guy in the
I
crowd.
imagine Slayer standing next to both the real ostriches
Yes.
and the guy.
We're gonna eat well tonight.
Yeah, that's what I keep saying.
We're gonna eat some money. No, you idiot. We're gonna eat the ostrich.
Yeah.
But that means we're going to take his money. Yes. But if you say eating money, it just that's not how it works.
What the hell have you been feeding these people?
I don't know, but I mean,
The second one remains quiet after that.
I mean, we did say the ostrich runs the place, and like,
Oh yeah.
so this must actually be the ostrich's safe.
The safe
Oh,
door
it
finally
really is.
the safe door finally cracks open and some platinum coins spill out.
There we go.
Please, just please, please. And that's all that he's saying is just please.
I want to make sure I can redeem these stupid tokens that are.
I don't understand why there was an uprising. This place didn't seem like it was mistreating people.
We
The cooks got to be as high as they
treated them
want.
so well. We were so benevolent.
You really were. I
I mean,
didn't
this
see
has been a
anyone
good
complain.
casino right up until this morning, and I don't think you all are handling this crisis very well.
The
Well, I mean, okay, if you guys got the ingredients, then I guess I'll go get the kitchen warmed up. I'm just sharpening knives.
the cooks
Oh,
run past and the cooks try to like dive into the safe essentially. They have their eyes fixed on those platinum coins. They in fact drop their weapons and are reaching out with blood-soaked hands.
Okay,
For
well,
these
you all
coins.
take your blood-soaked hands back to the kitchen.
Oi, are you stand between us and our ostrich meat? You thin man. What blazes that disgusting bird beside you?
That's the ostrich.
Wasn't talking to you. All right, so that's also an ostrich. Is what you?
That's the
Yeah.
Oh, that's what we call a metaphor.
Well,
You can't
that's
eat
good.
metaphors, is what my mom always
Take
said.
your metaphor asses back into the kitchen where you belong. The butlers, you all need to go back to doing your damn job.
half of
There are
them
no
injured.
butlers.
How many cooks are left?
Okay, well we need to hire more butlers.
There are 4 of them.
I should. You're in charge of butlering.
What? Just hang the thing and have them abduct butlers.
I want
There are
all the
17 cooks
Have
left.
them abduct
That's a lot of
butlers.
cooks.
Yes.
It seems like way more cooks than they needed. Why do they only have?
Yeah,
like
they
4
called in
butlers?
the night shift. Between the day and the night shift, there are only that many
Yeah.
left. They all just like turn to look at Pimrin.
I'm in the kitchen.
Okay. They will follow you back in. What? So we completed phase 1.
Yes, yeah, we got the
Yeah.
ostrich.
Yeah. So what's next?
I'm gonna punch the real ostrich in the back of the head and knock it out.
Can you please make me an attack roll, please,
Well,
at advantage?
You guys have been so excited about it, I didn't want to take your fun away, so I was going to leave that to you. I also only cook fish anyways.
14.
You hit. You knock the ostrich out.
I just drag it over to the kitchen and yeet it through the door.
An ostrich comes flying through the kitchen door. What are we supposed to do with this?
Well, I'm not going to cook it.
Eh,
You guys want to cook it?
we're kind of in the middle of something here.
How much are they getting paid here?
I don't know.
Well, you're kitchen
I'm in the
staff.
kitchen.
3 platinum a day.
Yeah, they just had a significant bonus.
Room and board and like
A lot
a
of
silver a day and tips sometimes. Tips is when we beat people up in the alley and take their money.
Room and board, that's not too bad. That's pretty good.
Will
Yeah,
they-
it's-
will they behave themselves and cook if we make it a gold piece a day plus room and board?
I certainly would. I'm broke. I'll stay.
Well, I'll fix that for you.
Oh yeah, we'll run your estate good for that. That's a good living right there.
Yeah.
Certainly better than what those ostriches were
Well, good.
forcing us to endure every day of our lives, so they could have their cushy little jobs and their little rooms and their fluffy pillows.
all
Alright.
things that they have.
Are there any more ostriches here anyplace?
No, we took care of all of them except for that one that you got babbling on the ground, so the rest don't know what happens when you're an
What's
ostrich.
his job here? Because he won't tell me.
I think his job is ostrich now.
Well, I mean, is he head ostrich or?
Oh, he was, yeah.
Oh, good. So
He was actually a very, very nice person.
Well, that's
He personally gave me a gift when my son was born. It was very nice.
okay. Well, we're going.
He gave me personal compliments every day. He remembered everybody's name.
Okay. Well, we're gonna fix him.
He treated us like his own children, really.
So we're gonna fix him all up, and he's gonna stay here running things.
During this whole conversation, that would have been very immersion breaking for Cameron. He's just been very loudly sharpening his knives. And
Lovely.
Yeah.
So he still does not understand. So
I'm gonna go explain.
The man is still quite paralyzed, by the way.
Well,
He is
that's
now
okay.
unconscious
He
from the
doesn't-
pain.
We'll arrange things so you can get around.
Not fix him.
Well, I mean,
I can't fix him. I asked Asha to.
I
Asha
should-
apparently can't fix him.
I should
so-
cast
I
Cure
tried.
Spine on him.
Sure. So I'm gonna explain to him he's going to get to keep his job.
He is unconscious at the moment.
Just leave a little note
We
on
should
him.
wake his ass up.
How?
I don't know. You got stuff.
He wakes up with a gasp of pain. Why?
Okay.
Damn.
I fixed your problem.
The world was.
Okay.
Going to
The
be so
kitchen
beautiful.
staff's now going to get a gold piece a day.
We can't afford that.
You're running a casino. Don't lie to me anymore.
We've. Everything's ruined! What do you mean we're running a casino?
We'll fix that.
They could afford it
If you
before
had taken
you had
control of the damn situation, it wouldn't all been ruined.
orphans siphoning all of the
I
casino's
was-
money.
Doing my duty to the shareholders.
Jumping out the window and letting their
Yes.
casino go to hell.
Taking
I don't think they're going to see
The
it that
capital.
way. I'm doing this to them,
so that it would not be lost in the revolution.
but, okay, but
Now that sounds
the
right.
cooks seem to like you. They seem to think you're a good person. So we're going to let you continue to run the casino.
The creature appears again.
We could just abduct the shareholders, like right now.
Would you like me to
What?
abduct the shareholders?
Well, I just thought we'd bring it
Well,
up.
yeah, just we need to have a shareholders meeting.
Yeah, I think so.
There's
All
dead
right.
bodies everywhere.
Can you describe to me what a shareholder is?
Just have him tell you which individuals.
Yeah,
He
this
needs
guy's
brought
got
here.
He-
names. Sure.
His face goes very pale. And he says, I cannot betray the shareholders any further. I have made a sacred oath.
Okay, but we have to talk to the shareholders about fixing the casino. And there's going to be some improvements made.
Can you make me persuasion roll, please?
God, I don't know. Do I have persuasion? That's the one thing that I suck at. Amongst many.
I'm surprising not bad.
That would be a 7.
Alright. Says, no, I'm not gonna do it.
Okay, well, fine, then we'll just do things without the shareholders.
What should we call you, by the way, Mr.
Oh, I have no name. I think we've been over this.
Oh,
Good old no name.
Oh, you wouldn't have. No, certainly not. Yes, I have no name.
Not
just
on
call
me.
you, like blue.
You can call me that.
Yeah.
Should
Alright,
we
well,
call him
blue.
Bluey?
Sorry for the false
Yes.
alarm, but it
Okay.
appears we don't have any way to get the shareholders at the moment.
Very well. I still have not found another orphan, by the way. Goodbye. He is now a bell
I'm
again.
sure there was a bunch of orphans just made.
So when we abduct people through this guy, can we say he blew them?
Yes.
Yeah.
He still owes me a lot of crap.
And on that, we're gonna end for tonight.